Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for you I have a Gunner Heat PC video. This is going to be part 4 of my campaign. So we're already a bit way through the campaign here, and I'm on another defensive mission. And essentially, I have already pressed forward from my initial spawn point, and I'm actually looking for the enemy from the hull down position here. Essentially, I heard weapons fire, and I just did a dead stop. Pretty much right where I was. I didn't even get quite into position I was aiming to get into. And then I see this. And this is what the M1 Abrams does really well. At least in my experience with, my training, my knowledge. We just ruled it here. You'll see here what goes on. Essentially, there's a lot of T-72s. We got T-72s coming in on us. They know roughly where we are. There's also BMPs coming up behind them even. So we're just going to engage the enemy and do what we can do as quickly as we can. And as you can see, I am doing a hull down position, going back and forth from hull down to turret safe and back and forth. Well, sorry, not turret safe. Turret down. Like right now, I'm kind of turret down. And I'm going to peek up just a little bit. Now, at this point, don't get me wrong, I'm still looking at tanks when I see them, but I'm more focused actually about hitting the BMPs. And that's because while the BMP ATGM really isn't that good guidance-wise, in this situation, the BMP is actually more dangerous because of the way ATGMs can work. Now here I have a T-72 coming right at me, and I have a really nice open shot. I take it, get back behind the hill, and once again, peeking out after my gun's reloaded. Hold down. Keeping vision on the enemy, but also trying to make sure that my turret is all that I'm exposing, because that is the toughest part of my tank. As you can see here, we are creating chaos. We've already taken out quite a few vehicles, although there's more to take out. I ended up not getting a good enough shot on that T-72 there, but one of my allies did. Okay, going back to scanning, you can see shells being lobbed in, and we actually I ended up losing an Abrams. And that was a hell of a close shot right there. That went just right over my turret. Okay, he just got nailed twice. He ain't dead yet, so we're going to put another round into him. Still not dead yet. Just bad angle, pretty much. And there we go. We got the kill shot there. Okay, now I'm back on I'm going to scan around. And essentially, I'm going to look for more enemy targets. Now, what ends up happening is as I'm scanning, I did not see any more enemy targets. And I waited a little bit, and I ended up looking at my map and actually deciding to go on the offensive, and ended up flanking around everything and going to where I think the enemy spawn point was, looking at the map. So I'm going to get into a safe position, turret safe position. Going to restock some ammo. And then this is about the time I start making decision of what my next move is going to be. And that's when I flank around. And when I went and flanked all the way around, going through this farmer's field, and there's two T-72s right there sleeping. Oh, there goes one. He wakes up, realizes what the hell's going on, and he's down. Quarterback is down for the count. So I start scanning around a little bit, and there's two BMPs, and they are completely asleep. I'm not even sure if the crewmen were in these vehicles at this point of the fight. So I decide, I'm not sure if I took them out, but I'd rather be 100% sure There you go. There's the 100% sure. That shot didn't quite land where I wanted, so I just adjusted my aim. There we go. That's a good shot. And then essentially at this point, I drive past the vehicles I just destroyed here, and I just went looking for more enemies. There was no more enemies to be found, so I wrapped the mission up. And essentially, we would lose an Abrams. I'm not sure why it says Equipment 2 lost, because the only thing I know of us losing was an Abrams. I'm confused. But we would lose, the Soviets would lose 7 crewmen, and they would lose 8 vehicles. I mean, you know, half of them being T-72s. That was quite an expensive an expensive loss for them, even though we'd lost an Abrams. But yeah, so got really hot really quick. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Kind of short today, but yeah, it was a really quick, high-intensity fight. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and have yourself a wonderful day.